folks, and welcome. My name is Pat Gage, and in today's short video I'm going to show you how to obtain the income numbers from the T-12. Now, I did a video earlier, and go back and watch that in our YouTube channel, about the documents you're going to need to get from the broker when you're analyzing or running due diligence, financial due diligence on a prospective property. So the T-12 is one of those documents that we're going to cover today. I'm going to show you how to get the income numbers the same way that the banks are going to look at it. So let's get going. All right, let's get out of here. And so what I do is I already have a T-12 opened up. Now a T-12, again, let me cover that. A T-12 is the operating statement that you're going to get and receive from the broker that's from the seller. Okay, this has, again, T-12 typically. Typically, every time T-12 means trailing 12 months, okay? Sometimes you'll get a T3, sometimes you get a T9, but strive to get a T-12. And what that does is gives you 12 months, if you can look across here, of income and expenses, okay? So this is the reason why you sign the confidentiality agreement, because this is their business, basically. This is their numbers. So that's why they want to contain this and make sure that the right people see this information, because this is their business right here. So income and expense is typically on them. Now this one's a smaller unit. I think this is only 42 units. So the expense line items are very small, but we've analyzed properties in the hundreds where this goes for 2 or 3 pages, right? So, but what I want to share with you today in this video here is the income numbers and how the bank or your lender is going to look at the income numbers differently than the expense numbers, okay? What they're going to look for is basically what they look for is they take the last 3 months of the T-12, okay, so they take the sum of that number there and times that by 4, because there's 4 quarters in a year, and that becomes the new income number. Okay, let me share that with you. Let me show you how I do that. So one reason you always want to convert the T-12 or any documents you get from the broker into Excel is so you can manipulate and check these information and do it just like I'm doing. So I already assume that you've done that. That's what I did here, is converted it over to Excel so I can do these calculations. So let me get back to my calculation. So what you do is you put your cursor here, come up here in the command line, and you put enter, or it should say equal, sum. So I'm going to take the last 3 months, which is July, August, and September. So you can see it highlights there, right? I'm going to put in parentheses, and then I'm going to times that by 4. And again, that's going to give me a number. That's going to give me a new yearly, or I should say income number annualized. Okay, so the bank's going to do this. They're going to take the last 3 months, times it by 4, because there's 4 quarters in a year, and then get a new number. And then once you have that number, you drag that number all the way down. Now this is only done for income numbers. Okay, this is not done for expenses. Okay, so let me show you the reason they do this. Is the lender's going to do this. The lender is always going to look at historical data, right? They're going to look for the last 2 or 3 years of this, but they're really concerned is the last 3 months of this property's, sheet here. That's really what they're going to base their loan on, right? So let's take a look at this. Now, all year from the seller, they said that they had this number, right? And another thing here too, folks, I'm going to deviate just a little bit. Always check these numbers, always verify these numbers. And how you do that is, in Excel, you just drag this over and make sure that this total number here is this total here, okay? And I'm seeing in my sheet here, yes, it is. And typically what I do is I go in and put a green box by it, knowing that I've already verified that. You come up with your own system, okay? but that's the best way to do it. So the reason I say to do that is, one, always check the numbers, because I've had it where some of these numbers don't line up, don't match, right? Not saying it was fraudulent, not saying it did it, but always trust but verify, okay? So now let's take a look at this again. At the income here now, this number is higher than what the actual income was on the T-12, okay? Wow, all right, that's interesting. But again, let's look at this here. Loss to market or loss to lease, they say is 123, but now the bank's going to calculate this at 144,000. So what this does, folks, is one, it gives you the same view that the lender's going to give you, right? So when they come back and let's say that you use these numbers, right? Let's say you use these numbers, you go and hey, you set your business plan up. Oh, this is great. We're going to get 30-year financing. We're going to get 25% down. We're going to get this loan amount. All of a sudden, the bank comes back and says, oh, we're going to use these numbers. That can be a huge swing in, let's say, the interest rate. Let's say a huge swing in the amount of down payment you're going to have to bring, because you calculate it one way and the bank calculates, or the lender calculates the other way. So what I'm trying to do here in this video here is to sync up the two so there is no surprises. I mean, there's always going to be surprises, but this is going to help you, see eye to eye with a lender. And again, you only do this for the income, all right? The expenses you take all 12 months. Okay, there is no taking these and times by 4. So what this does is it gives you a better view in the eyes of the lender. Okay, you're looking at the thing just the same way that the lender is looking at it. Okay, and always check these columns that this number is actually equal to this number. That's why we convert it to Excel, so we can do these manipulations, because I can tell you from experience, folks, if you don't check these numbers and it slips by that, okay, this should really be, 58,000, and the lender finds it, it blows your whole business plan out of the water. I mean, a $20,000 error is a huge, huge error, okay? So that's why you'll always want to trust but verify. And again, and that's why we convert it from PDF into, you can use worksheets, you can use sheets, I use Excel. Verify these numbers, because again, this is what you're building your business on. This is what you're building your business plan on, to say, hey, Mr. Seller, you said the property manager charges you X. And if the underwriter at the bank finds out that, okay, that number really is 54,000, guess what? The amount of loan proceeds you're going to get is lower. And again, it snowballs, okay? You always want to have the correct information. Well, listen, folks, I hope that this video was beneficial for you. Please give us a comment in below as well in the video. What I also like to tell you is, we are looking for acquisitions. We are looking to partner with people. We are in the acquisition and the buying mode. All right, we're looking for value add opportunities. You can contact us at our website, and our email and contact information has there too. You can also sign up for a 30-minute free consultation, a phone consultation with me. But we're looking for 1970s and above, going up to roughly around 2008. We're looking in Class B and Class C areas of the country. And our purchase price is typically between $2 million and $11 million. That's our sweet spot. And we're looking in Michigan, Indiana, Georgia, Missouri, and Colorado. Okay? So please take a look at that. If you have anything you want to partner with, by all means, give us a jingle. But I also like to, before I leave here, I'd like to also offer you a free gift, a free special report that we've created, and it's entitled, What's the Best Investment, Stock Market or Real Estate? Now, I'm assuming since you're still on this video with me and listening, it's going to be real estate, but I don't want to be biased and tarnish your opinion. But go ahead into our website there at opportunitycreator.com and download that. And listen, folks, I hope you enjoy it. Comment on the video below, and we'll hope to see you on the next one. Thanks much, folks. Bye-bye now.